We welcome you into another edition of The Meltdown. Will Smith and Martin Lawrence return for a fourth Bad Boys film with a full-length trailer that dropped this week. Meltdown Triple Threat Trivia welcomes a new competitor to the arena as EG looks to defend her crown. And with some movie props recently going for big bucks, Lunce's list counts down the physical pieces of film history that John would love to own. It's all happening right here on The Meltdown, presented by MyBookie, broadcasting live from the Culver studio.
Two big boys in a tiny studio, teaching you and me about everything they know to make sound. A meltdown, it's the meltdown, time for the meltdown, coming for the meltdown, let's start the show.
Welcome in all of our lovely Meltdonians to The Meltdown. We do this thing daily at 2 o'clock Central, 3 o'clock Eastern, and we are thrilled to have you on board. We are so close to meeting our goal of 1,000 subscribers by the end of March. We are now just a little over 20 subscribers away from hitting that mark, and we would love to have you help out if you have not yet subscribed. I am Tim Melton. That is John Lunce for the other half of this duo. And John, it's something we got to get to here. Godzilla X Kong, it's happening tomorrow night. What's your level of excitement as you love monsters fighting monsters?
So excited. You know I love spoiling things because I'm just like that. And so every video I've seen of, hey, here's such and such fight from the movie, I've already been trying to see what I can on YouTube. Now, a lot of the big stuff's not on there because they're, obviously they're going to hit that pretty quick and copyright it. But in general, every time I can watch any little clip of any kind of monster on monster action, I go watch it. And then I'm so excited for it. I already have my tickets for 6 o'clock tomorrow to go see it. It's already timed out perfectly to then come home and watch the Alabama game after. So it's just tomorrow's going to be a perfect night.
That's called impatience. It's what that's called. The fact that you can't wait for the actual film to watch the fights.
Yes.
I thought that's what you were going in there for, not the human emotion. You don't
but
want that
watching it here
you.
is totally different than watching it on the big screen. So yeah, I got to go see it on the biggest screen possible.
I want to see it for the first time on the big screen.
I'm with you, Tyler.
I just want to watch fun explosions and fights and monsters breathing fire.
John
and I'll watch it every day over and over and over again, the exact same thing.
John lives what we call an alternative lifestyle when it comes to film. He likes to be as spoiled as possible going in. Producer Tyler is here. So happy to have you back as you got a chance to witness Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 2. Did it rock your world last night?
So this movie was actually one of the better horror movies I've seen. They
wow.
Yeah, this year anyway. I should preface that. I forgot to add that. But the first one was kind of boring. It took itself too seriously and played it straight. But this movie just fully leaned into the wacky idea that Pooh Bear is a slasher villain now, and there's a whole Poohniverse.
Does it?
Hold on. Tyler texted me last night when he sent his video, which, by the way, is up on our YouTube channel. And he just said, what did he say?
Take your time, John.
I think I just said, like, the Poohniverse is in the drive.
It was like the Poohniverse is in, and I'm like, that could mean a lot of different things. Oh, I'm sorry, the video about the movie is in. Yeah,
Scary Poohniverse.
Just hearing it said out loud is not real good, but yeah. Anyway.
Well, we actually got our first look at Bambi the Reckoning last night because
I can't believe this real.
This was a Fathom event, so it opens up with like director commentary, and they talked all about the movies they're creating. There's already going to be a Blood and Honey 3. There's Bambi the Reckoning, Peter Pan Neverland Nightmare. Apparently, Tinkerbell's going to be a little hooked on the pixie dust from what the director said, and then. See, Bambi, Peter Pan, and Pinocchio.
You know what all these movies have in common? EG will be seeing none of them. I promise you that. EG is back with us. EG, how does it feel to be the reigning, defending, undisputed Meltdown Triple Threat Trivia Champion of the world? How does that feel?
It feels so good. I'm going to go back to back. I don't want to lose this feeling.
Do you feel the pressure, though? Because you've got a couple of people gunning for your spot here, including John Lunsford, who's over there feeling like he's been left out in the cold all week in the discussion, even though he has yet to win a championship in the 2 bouts in which he's fought in for a title.
The only one I won was not a championship.
It was a number 1 contendership, and you lost. And so the only champions so far have been Spud and you.
Right.
You beat Spud last week. You're going to have to put your title up on the line this week.
I am.
What's been the thought process? You've been doing some training?
I have been. This last week, I've really been focusing on the strategy element of it. I went back and watched my performance, you could call it. I took it to the film room, and I'm just looking to build on that. And I feel like I'm coached up and ready to go today.
Well, good. We're going to make that happen. It put a big smile on everybody's face to see you walk away victorious last week. Which, by the way, if you care about your smile, there's only one team that I would recommend, and that is the team at Alabama Dental Associates. I'd love for my dentist to become your dentist. Dr. Jeff there on the left, Dr. Brian on the right. They work closely together as a team. They stay up to date on all the necessary things they need to in order to make sure that you have a premium dental care experience. They have repaired me in multiple ways. I've had a root canal done there at the hands of Dr. Brian, and while that may not sound like a lot of fun, I had fun at Alabama Dental Associates getting it done. It was painless. I was like, wow, this was, when you hear root canal, you're thinking, that's not going to be something that's enjoyable. And it was very much enjoyable because it was being done by a professional. And I recommend you go see my friends, Dr. Jeff and Dr. Brian at Alabama Dental Associates. They stay current on all the advances in research treatment, so you know you're receiving the absolute best care. They help me get back on track. After putting off one too many appointments, they can help you. Visit alabamadental.com or call them directly at 205-956-8977. That's 956-8977. They look forward to seeing you. All right, the new Bad Boys trailer came out, Bad Boys 4, which is now being called Bad Boys Ride or Die. They maybe missed an opportunity for calling this Bad Boys for Life.
I thought that's what it was going to be called.
Well, that's what the third one's called, which is why they couldn't call this one Bad Boys for Life.
Forgot about that one.
That doesn't make any sense.
Bad Boys Forever.
That would have been good, but I think that...
In other words, they just totally whiffed on this
They whiffed on it. Bad Boys 3 was Bad Boys for Life. This one, Bad Boys Ride or Die. And I watched this trailer. I'm not extremely knowledgeable in the Bad Boys series. I know that it's a chemistry-based buddy cop movie. And this trailer, having not known a lot about the franchise so far, worked for me. It was really funny. There was a gas station hot dog bit, which sounds like something that me and John would find ourselves in a situation of. Have you seen the trailer yet, John?
Nope.
Okay. There's a scene
I have zero interest in it,
where Will Smith is basically keeping the car running, and Martin Lawrence is supposed to go in, and he's supposed to get something done for this certain case they're working, and he gets obsessed with, well, I've got to have a gas station hot dog instead. And he's like, how long have those been out? And the gas station clerk is like, put them on there yesterday. And he's like, all right, give me one with relish and all this stuff. And I was just thinking this would be the way if we were cops out there on the streets of Miami or something, this would be something that would get in the way of our progress because I love a good hot dog on a cart somewhere.
Yeah, it would 100% be that, hey, we got to get to this next point. Hey, hold on, let's stop. Okay, can I get this? Do like 5,000 condiments on it. It can't just be grab hot dogs. So then I got to do all this. Then once it's done, hold on, let me control. Okay, I can put the ketchup, mustard, whatever on there. Yeah, whoever we were chasing after, they would be dead people, and it would end up being awful.
I have a tendency when me and John go on trips, I will stop whenever a hot dog is being sold anywhere and get one. And it seems like Martin Lawrence has the same problem in this. There's a funny bit in there about Reba McEntire at the end that's really good. It's got what looks to be really fun, over-the-top action. But I'm thinking about this, and this franchise has been nothing but profitable, John. Nothing but profitable. The budgets go up, the profits go up. Bad Boys 3, I think, was the most profitable of all of them. And that came out in such a big gap from the original. The original came out in 95, the sequel in 2003, the third movie in 2020 did fantastic, and then 2024 we are now going to see Bad Boys Ride or Die. But the only thing I can think of is the Will Smith PR hit that he took at the Oscars, and this is sort of his first big foray back into being a blockbuster type star. The lingering effects of that, John, is a real thing. His image took a real hit. Your thoughts on repairing Will Smith and getting him back to top tier category? Is it possible following what we saw as an attack on Chris Rock?
I think it's possible because I think the general person out there doesn't think of that when you think about Will Smith. You think about Bad Boys. You think about Independence Day. You think about Men in Black. You think about Fresh Prince, all the things that he's done. Now us, we consume the Oscars very intently. We saw it happen live. We wondered together, hey, is this a real thing or not? And obviously it was, and it had negative connotation then, but I feel like that was more to the serious movie buffs like us, as opposed to the general person who's like, Remember he did that one thing that time? Oh, yeah. Well, anyway, I like Bad Boys. I'm going to go see this. I feel like, in general, he's probably okay moving forward. You had to give it a couple-year buffer, which they've done, and he's probably okay now.
The other part of this is the Jada Pinkett Smith stuff and all the drama with the marriage, and it just seems like he's become more of a tabloid celebrity than known for his latest movie projects. E.g., I don't know how closely you followed the career of Will Smith in your life, but I'm sure you've seen an episode or two of Fresh Prince.
Yep, I have.
I'm sure you've seen a Will Smith movie or two.
Yes, I have.
I'm sure you were shocked as anyone when you saw the clip going viral of him slapping Chris Rock at the Oscars.
Yeah.
Is Will Smith, in your opinion, your eyes, still very likable?
I would say for people my age, that's going to be what they remember him for. Wasn't it called something on Twitter? There was a trending hashtag, the slap, maybe?
Slap,
Just
I
a
don't know.
slap, yeah. I don't know.
Slapgate.
So,
I don't think it was Slapgate. It wasn't Slapgate. There was no gate about it.
All I have to say, I think that his likability with my generation has gone down. And his wife, all the things that come out about her, cray-cray. So I'm hoping that this will put the focus back on his acting career.
I want to warn you, don't talk about Will Smith's wife, okay? Because things happen.
I know.
Keep her name out of your mouth.
I know, that's
Exactly.
Tyler, lock the door.
I hope no one clips that. It's
Exactly.
going to follow my career.
When this ends up haunting you later on in your
Yeah.
career, you'll know why. All right. What time do we have on the clock here?
It is 2:11.
Is it 2:11? Oh, my
OMG.
gosh.
Oh, my gosh. Hold
Who
on.
is at the window right now? This is amazing,
click it.
John.
Okay.
I think, that's Josh Sisk. That's who that is. Go get the door, E.G. This is lovely. We have a guest joining us here on The Meltdown. You never know when someone's going to pop up at the window. Welcome in. Big round of applause. Can we get a round of applause, John, for Ush here joining us?
Yeah.
We always love our guests.
Thank you for that.
We appreciate everybody in the chat as well. We have Brian saying, was it called the slappening? No, I don't think that's what it was called, but that's pretty good. You should trademark that.
Yeah. The Slap-It-verse. We're just going to add a bunch to it.
Welcome in, Josh. I feel like no one calls you Josh. Is that fair?
That's fair.
Explain this to me because everyone affectionately calls you Ush.
Yeah.
Where did that come from?
Ush, pronounced like push without the P.
We got that part, I think.
Yeah.
Childhood nickname. Have had it all my life and has no meaning, and so it's open to the interpreter. So it's really whatever you want it to mean.
Okay.
Today it means champion.
Oh, look at
I like that, yeah.
He's
It
looking
means winner.
he's staring down E.G.
I don't know what Emily Grace means, but
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
I think
How
that
did-
means loser, maybe.
Explain something else to me. I'm going to act like I know nothing about you because I pretty much don't. But you're a person that when you're up here at the office,
Yes.
there's a gravitational pull towards you, I feel like. I feel like you definitely heighten every room you're in. And I said, you know what? You're so
Tyler, is that true, you think?
Oh yeah, you make the office way more enjoyable.
you're such a ball of energy. You're
Yeah.
so enlightening
Yeah.
that I figured I don't want to just save you for the office and for the back room and for the next round, guys. I want to share you with the Meltdown audience as well.
Meltonians, yeah.
The Meltdonians, for sure. And I just am curious how you ended up even up here at the office. I've never really asked that question. Is that an appropriate question to ask?
I just started showing up and no one kicked me out. The best is one time when Lunce's parents were here and he was introducing them to everyone in the lobby, and he's like, "That's us. She doesn't work here." You don't have to worry
There's
about
like
him.
5 people up there, and they
Yeah.
hadn't met people like EG
Yeah.
before. It's like, yeah, it's EG.
And he was, like,
Taylor,
telling everyone's
Tyler.
role.
He doesn't work here.
Right.
This is little T. She handles social media. This is us. She doesn't work here. I work from home, and so my office is at home, and it's just me there. And so this lets me come and be with friends, and so it's nice. No one's kicked me out,
Well,
so it works well.
I'm sad Brown's not going to lose the bracket punishment, so don't get 24 hours straight of
Oh,
you.
Yeah.
that's the next
We
thing I was
missed
going
out
to
on
bring up.
some great content there.
Yeah.
So, John, for those that don't know the history of the next round, for those that don't know why the month of March is so important in the show's history, give us just a brief bit of look at that history and then talk about how Ush is somehow involved in it.
Yeah, so they've done the bracket challenge. I want to say this is the 13th year maybe they've done it, basically since the 3 of them have gotten together to do the show back in the roundtable days. And every year they do the bracket challenge. They all pick a bracket. Whoever does the worst get some kind of punishment. And there's been travel punishments. When we first started, Brown had to go to Alien Fest out in Roswell. He had to go to the Testicle Festival last year. Lance got punished. We sent him to Salina, Kansas randomly. A lot of traveling in there. Lance did one where he had to stand out on 280 dressed like the Flash with a sign that said, "I'm a loser." I mean, there's all kind of just goofy stuff, but it's usually pretty good content. So this year we decided, don't make one blanket punishment. We kind of did this last year, but don't make one blanket punishment. Make it very unique for all of the different people. So Jim, who's likely going to lose, is going to have to go shoot a 3 in 5 different gyms, across 5 different Division I gyms.
That's gyms GYM, not JIM.
Dunaway will have to go to the gymnasium and shoot 3s. Lance's would have been he had to go to both A-Day games, which he's probably going to. I think he's probably going to end up winning based on everything. And the Browns would be, who also has a chance to win, would be him and Ush had to be handcuffed together for 24 straight hours.
24 hours.
Up here, we were going to film the whole thing. So when Nick Saban got fired, Jim slept up here until they hired a coach and the white smoke went off or whatever, like they do with the Pope. And it happened like a day and a half in. So we only got a day and a half of that, but 24 straight hours. I think we're going to do like 10 during a show to 10 the next show. So it had to be part of the show, obviously, as well. They had to sleep here together. They had to go to the bathroom together. They had to do everything. And I was looking forward to Ush more than Brown being up here. I mean,
yeah. And Reed asked me, and I didn't even think about it. It was just, absolutely, I'll do it. Sounds great. And then it's kind of sinks in because he usually loses.
oh, crap.
It's like, the bathroom and things that's
That's going to be an issue.
Bathroom things are going to happen. And it's like, we're friends, but
To be fair, that's the first thing we thought of to not punish you for
Yeah.
doing it. Let's at least give them like a 5-foot chain between or something so they can.
I feel like a
exist.
15-minute break would be fine, but I guess not. I guess that's not allowed.
Jim Dunaway's a stickler for the rules. We all know that. He was never going to allow that. But Tyler, to your point, the content, right? We would have had some really good content out of that, but I'm glad that he's doing better than normal.
One of you may have lost an arm in that somehow. It may have just come clean off. Just
Quite possible.
ripped right off.
Yeah.
Hey, we've lost the equivalent of an arm apiece, John, with Way to Wellness.
Yeah.
That was glorious.
What's wrong with
Do
that?
they want people thinking that?
No,
Great
I mean,
segue.
I'm talking
In terms
about
of weight.
We're losing weight,
Yeah.
and I'm
hey,
happy about this. And
Lance did a whole bit about how much your different body parts weigh one day on
did.
the show, so it's a fair comparison. But yeah, go to aplanforme.com. I did, Tim did, Jim Dunaway did, my dad did. It's a whole family affair up here. Go to aplanforme.com, learn about Way to Wellness, go get that consultation with Leslie and her whole board certified team. I have my snacks right here so I can make sure I'm eating the right thing. Tim has it as well, and we do that right before we go on the air. We do it right after we get off the air and make sure that we stay on the plan for us. I've lost over 40 pounds. Tim and I went last week, and we lost a combined 18 since our last weigh-in. So the numbers are proving that it's a very successforme program. So go to aplanforme.com, learn all about Way to Wellness.
looking forward to my next weigh-in and keeping up with my progress there with Leslie and her board-certified team. All right, it is now time, I think, to get into a lovely little segment that we call Meltdown Triple Threat Trivia. There's a lot of trash talking going on here. We're capturing almost none of it, but EG.
That's why I just gave a thumbs up because they're not going to win.
EG's threatening Ush.
Yeah.
that
Ush
was
is
he
threatening.
The
began
nature of our
threatening.
relationship.
It is.
Lunsford feels not threatened enough because he wants to be a part of everything. So let me explain the most important part of all of this, and that is the rules. Ush, you have never heard the rules firsthand
I'm
before?
going to take a
Go.
nap. I'll be back.
Not in the room. I haven't. No.
Okay. I am going to go through the rules so that way there's no debate about how this thing works. Are you ready?
Oh, there will be debate, but go.
Ready.
There are 3 different opponents with 3 different ways to score points. Contestants will pick a number between 1 and 500.
Oh, we didn't go up. We're staying at 5.
We're staying at 5.
This is the first time it hasn't gone up. It went from like 265 to like 395 to 500. I thought it would be $1 billion today.
If I could get through the rules one time without being interrupted,
I'll be quiet.
it would not nearly take as long, and our audience would be more thrilled. Contestants will pick a number between 1 and 500. I will then present a general category. Some of the categories will remain a mystery. The contestant in possession of the round can either choose to answer it themselves for 3 points. You can try to stump your competition by forcing an opponent to answer the question for 2 points. Or you can use Tyler as a helpful trivia teammate for 1 point. If you choose to answer the question for 3 points and you miss, then you're deducted 3 points. If you choose to have one of your opponents answer the question and they give the correct answer, then your opponent gains 2 points and you lose 2 points. If you choose to use Tyler and you do not get the correct answer, then you lose 1 point. The player with the most points after 6 rounds is your winner. Each player is given 30 seconds to produce an answer once the question is read. Yes, EG, you're raising your hand.
One quick question.
Please.
So if I chose number 37 last week, is it going to be a different question this week?
It's going to be different.
Okay.
You can 1 through 500, every single, it's all good there. You can go with it. If after 6 rounds we have a tie, we go to an additional round with the players that are tied to determine a winner. That means someone would be asked not to
In
participate.
other words, that's when I get kicked out.
We still have a wheel. I have actually customized the wheel. Tyler, you got a chance to see the wheel, and you think it looks rather sharp.
It looks good. I can't lie. He's improved the game.
Thank you.
It's going to be more efficient,
One day
more
we'll get graphics
streamlined,
and videos and all
more
for this.
exciting.
The wheel is utilized when you pick a number that activates it. There's a whole number of things that can happen on this wheel of destiny, and most of them are bad, but a lot of them are very intriguing and add a lot of flavor to the game.
I'm sorry in advance, Ush.
Yeah, it's all right.
We would like to thank everyone for making this game so popular that it has become sponsored by our good friends at Blakely's Bouquets. They craft both traditional and contemporary bouquets with plenty of room for customization and uniqueness. On top of their everyday arrangements, they offer same-day flower delivery in Birmingham and beyond. They also do large event work for weddings and funerals. So if you're looking for flowers here in the Birmingham area, then Blakely's Bouquets is who we recommend here on The Meltdown. It's really your best choice. Visit the team I trust at blakeleysbouquets.com. Is everyone ready to start Meltdown Triple Threat Trivia? EG,
I'm ready.
your title is now up for grabs.
On the line.
I was born ready.
Okay, we did a little
Ooh, that was
we
loud,
did a
sorry.
little, it's fine. Pre-show trivia competition to determine the order in which the participants would compete. The person who drew the number 1 spot is EG. So EG, I need you to pick a number between 1 and 500.
Number 7.
All right, number 7. The question is about anatomy. Would you like to keep it for 3 points, pass it for 2 points, or consult Tyler for 1 point?
We'll keep it.
Here's the question. What is the largest bone in the human body?
The femur.
That is correct for 3 points. Good job.
See, it's easy when it's not you, right?
How'd you do that?
No hesitation.
What's a femur?
Next up,
Never mind.
trust me, you have one. Next up is John. John, pick a number.
70.
John always goes with trusty number 70.
High school number.
This is a question about computing. Computing.
let's go.
You're going to take it for 3 points?
Gonna miss it. It's gonna be embarrassing, but
What is often seen as the smallest unit of memory?
a byte.
More specific, please.
It's a byte. Because megabyte, gigabyte, they're all a certain amount of bytes.
What's the
I'm right.
what's the lowest of those?
A byte.
I have the answer as being kilobyte.
That means 1,000
It's
bytes.
1,000 bytes.
I'll give you the points. You're a
you.
jerk.
Thank you,
I'll give
Tyler.
you the points.
I got you on that
That's
one,
fine.
John.
All right. I think it's other than the word byte. What's the lowest?
That's like saying a kilometer is the lowest unit of
John, all
standard
you do is
measurement.
complain. You make everything
I mean,
worse.
isn't that the exact same thing?
You make everything worse. Kilobyte is what I have, and I have a team of researchers.
Kilometer is
behind
1,000
this.
meters.
Ush, I'm so happy to have you here. Are you looking
Yeah.
for a?
Byte is right. Nick works in
Whatever,
in
I
tech,
got it.
so.
Good job,
Femurs
Nick.
and kilobytes.
gonna start
All of
pick-
a sudden, I'm not so confident.
It's fine. Ush, do you
Anymore.
want to be a permanent co-host of this show?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Give me a number.
66.
66. This is a question about Disney animation. Disney animation. Would you like to keep it for 3, pass it for 2, or consult Tyler for 1?
I'll keep it.
Here's the question. What city is 101 Dalmatians set in?
London?
That is correct.
I thought that was right, but I wasn't confident on that one.
All
On
right.
Paris.
Take
So,
that, EG.
after one round, we are tied 3-3. Whew.
Yep. Just like God intended.
EG, pick a number.
I'm going to go number 3.
Number 3. This is a question about zodiac signs.
I do
Zodiac
not know
signs. Would you
zodiac
like
signs.
to keep it for 3,
Oh.
pass it for 2, consult Tyler for 1?
I'm gonna.
Tyler's like, what?
I just want to win. I gotta think about this.
I just want to win, so I'm not going to ask Tyler.
You don't have. Hey, by the way, are you consulting the chat right now, John?
No, I can turn and look at it, but whenever I answer my question, I
I'm
look
just
at
making
you the whole
sure.
time.
I'm just making sure.
I wonder
And my
if Tyler
Lunce's
knows
list up
zodiac
right
signs.
That's
here.
fine. That's fine. That's fine.
Let's just. Tyler. Let's consult. First time. in
Working
show,
with Tyler.
First time in show history.
It's not true. Tyler's been consulted
Oh.
before, and he got the
He
question
I thought
wrong.
he said.
He's gone. He's
So you're 0 for 1.
Tyler's
he's
over
1.
in the grand history of this.
Okay,
To be
here-
fair,
Know
he
this.
hasn't been asked enough, so to be fair.
Let's hand Tyler the microphone first, so he can give you his answer, and then you can choose to take it or not take it. You can
You
overrule
still have
it.
final answer,
You still
yeah.
have final answer. The question is this: what 3 zodiac signs are summer signs? What 3 zodiac signs are summer signs?
Summer signs. So that'd be like. So Taurus is April. That'd be a spring sign though.
Are you asking us questions, or are we asking you?
What are we doing?
Scorpio is definitely one. I think it's Scorpio, Leo, Sagittarius, but
Okay,
I'm only sure on the first 2.
there's Tyler's helpful help. What is your final answer, E.G.? What 3 zodiac signs are summer signs? 10
I
seconds.
feel like Sagittarius is not right because I feel like that's December. Because I think.
I'm going to need an answer.
Tyler's like, actually, you're right. I was wrong.
Okay, let's
I'm gonna need
go
an answer.
Leo, Libra, and Cancer. No, Cancer's February. I don't know.
That's your final answer?
Leo, Libra, and it's Leo. Yeah.
The correct answers:
I know Leo's one.
Leo, Cancer, and Virgo. Virgo.
Virgo.
So,
Dang.
hey, E.G., you only lose 1 point.
Yeah, that was a good play. I'm
So
happy
not
with
a
that.
not a bad piece of strategy
Yeah.
there.
I've had Virgo before.
I like
Thank you
my
for the effort,
Virgo
Tyler.
cooked medium. John, what number are we going with?
170.
170, and we have landed on the wheel. Here we go.
Woo!
Spinning the wheel. What's going to happen? It's
The
crazy.
wheel.
This is insane.
You verified the wheel's a real thing. It's a real wheel. Yeah. Okay, I just
Okay,
no idea what's happening.
okay.
here's what is going to happen. You landed on the can be stolen category of the wheel. So the way this works is you still get a chance to either keep it yourself, pass it to an opponent, or consult Tyler. But if the answer that's provided is wrong in any of those 3 scenarios, it can be stolen by any of your opponents at that point.
How
with
do
a
we steal?
For how many
simple
points?
raising of the hand for the exact amount of points in which you choose to bet.
Oh God.
So that's what you have to think about.
Do I get a category first?
The
Before I choose.
category is Guinness World Records.
Ooh.
Oof. I'm gonna consult Tyler.
Going to consult Tyler for 1 point. Hand Tyler the microphone, please. Tyler, you get a chance to answer this first. Which mystery writer holds the Guinness World Record for the most translated works? Which mystery writer holds the Guinness World Record for the most translated works?
I'm going to go with Agatha Christie because she has a lot of very popular mystery novels that go to multiple countries.
John?
Is that what you mean by translated?
Meaning translated across the globe.
Translated to
thought-
other languages. It's not
Correct.
like translated from another.
I thought that was
No.
translated. Can you read the question one more time?
Which mystery writer holds the Guinness World Record for the most translated works?
It's not, I was thinking translated like I'm translated
Me
the story
too.
from the Bible or something
Yeah.
like that.
Translated.
I understood it the first time.
Okay.
Thank you.
No, I mean that makes sense.
Hey.
But it could have alternate meanings.
One half of the meltdown.
And I find this chair
Josh
quite
says.
comfortable,
I'm
Rockstar.
strictly asking
I don't know
for
what your problem is.
clarification.
You got
on
10
the question.
seconds.
Okay. Mystery writer. So that would not be Stephen King. So I'm gonna go James Patterson.
Okay, y'all get your hands ready. James Patterson is wrong. Would anybody like to steal this question for 1 point? Or you don't have
he's
to
written
steal
way
it.
more books.
If
though.
I get it wrong, do I?
Get it wrong, you lose a point.
It's even a mystery, right?
You don't have to steal it. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. The correct answer?
Agatha
Christie.
Wow.
Tyler, you
See
are
what I did there,
smart.
Tyler? I have given you so many bragging rights now that you now need to take every question.
And I was mixed up because I was thinking Stephen King.
Well, at first I thought Stephen King, and I was like, no, that's not mystery.
That's not mystery.
Is James Patterson mystery?
I like James Patterson.
He has written a
It's
billion
like
books.
thrillers, I feel like.
Okay.
The chat going crazy for Tyler right now.
Nice.
Giving Tyler
I
some love.
absolutely know who James Patterson is, and I'm not just
I
pretending.
feel like if I would have been participating, I would have had to have gone with Tyler. Tyler seemed very confident. I would have had to have just tried
I
to steal
wasn't
and
even
go with
thinking
Tyler.
Agatha Christie. I
Confident
thought
with
James
Scorpio,
Patterson.
too, and that's not a summer sign.
Ush.
Tyler,
Yeah.
you're welcome.
Ush.
By the way.
20.
You're currently in the lead, and you were going with number 20.
Still a big Agatha Christie fan, but I don't hang around the zodiac sign girls anymore. So
Yeah.
Got it.
Tale as old as time.
All right. This question is about state birds.
It's
State
not good for me
birds.
at all.
John, what are you typing over there?
I'm looking up Agatha Christie, how many books she has. I'm not going right now.
I do not
I don't like
like
you
the
on a
I'm literally on
technology
Agatha Christie's
usage.
Wikipedia
This is
page right now.
inappropriate what you're doing right now.
Okay.
I
This
do
is
not.
y'all should
uh,
challenge
and then there was one by Agatha Christie, is what every murder mystery is
Okay.
based off of.
I'm just looking. I'm
I
trying
wish you
to
would
back
not
you up.
go to the internet at all.
Dude, I
during
need to
this.
point out my first question. He was wrong. So
And
I
I
just
gave
need
you
to
the
say-
points. It was corrected, and I think
I'm
that's
just
what's
looking it
important.
up. I'm just
sorry,
curious.
Ush,
It's
that
okay.
you're having to deal
I don't
with
want to
this.
answer this question.
Knowledge
and I
is
don't
power.
want Tyler's help either.
So you want to pass it to someone?
Yes.
E.G. or John?
E.G., I don't think she knows anything about birds.
I'm a bird watcher in my free time.
Are you now? What kind of binoculars you rocking?
Binoculars.
Yep, there you go. Good brand.
E.G. What is the state bird of Florida? What is the state bird of Florida for 2 points?
You know, I feel like it's a variation of a seagull, but it's not going to be a seagull. Maybe a pelican? Let me think of teams.
Say that word again you just said, by the way.
Pelican?
No, before that.
Seagull?
Yeah.
Alligators
I
cannot
say
fly.
seagull.
Seagull instead
She
of
says seagull.
I feel like I say seagull more than
Seagull.
seagull.
Yeah.
Steven Seagal.
What's your favorite
Steven
Steven
I'm
Seagal
gonna
movie?
go.
5 seconds. 3,
Just go with a
2,
pelican.
1. It is the northern mockingbird. The northern mockingbird.
And we are mocking
Yeah,
you right
totally.
now.
E.G. down to 0 points. Ush up to 5.
Strategy.
Yet To Kill a Mockingbird, an Alabama book.
Strategy.
Round 2 is done. We move on to round 3. E.G., you get to choose a number.
I'm going to go 37.
Number 37. This is a question about dancing.
Dancing?
Dancing.
Like nothing else you can give me, just dancing. History of dance? Ooh.
John, what are you doing?
I didn't even do anything.
Hold on 1 second.
Got to stop. You're ruining this whole
What?
segment, sir.
All right. I am
do
going
anything. I literally
to.
turned.
I don't want to go negative.
Did we just have a paranormal experience happen?
It's
what
connected
happens.
back there. How did I knock it off?
That's what happens when we yell about Ghostbusters. They start messing with us. I'm sorry.
I just want to win. I'm going to pass it to Ush.
I don't want it. I do not accept.
Ush,
Yeah.
for 2 points.
That's not good. I don't like that you did that.
Michael Flatley danced his way to...
I'm sorry.
Michael Flatley danced his way to fame in what Irish-inspired show?
Lord of the Dance.
That is incorrect. It is Riverdance.
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 Same thing.
Not to be confused with Lake
It-
Dance.
I mean,
Riverdance.
it's technically the same thing, but it's not the correct answer.
It's okay.
2 points for EG, down to 3 for Ush. So we got a tight game here.
What is it now? 3-3-2?
EG has 2 points. John has 2 points. Ush has 3
Oh,
points.
3-2-2. Okay.
John, what number?
270. By the way, James Patterson has written triple the novels of Agatha Christie, so I don't think it was a bad answer. Just throwing that out there.
You've got to stay away from the internet. Here we go. This is a question about Popular music from yesteryear.
Oh God.
Popular music from yesteryear.
I'm gonna give this to EG.
Okay.
E.g.,
No, you'll get it. Don't worry. I always screw myself in this scenario.
which 1950s crooner sang the hit song Beyond the Sea?
I know it.
Beyond the Sea?
Beyond the Sea.
1950.
1950s.
50s.
Crooner.
I don't even know what a crooner is.
Oh my gosh.
Jeez Louise. Kids today.
Beyond the Sea?
Beyond the Sea was sung by who? 10 seconds. I don't think you're going to get it if you don't know what a crooner is. Just go ahead and give up.
No, I don't want to give up. I want to.
5 seconds. 4.
John B. Smith.
It's a good guess.
Can I guess?
Go ahead.
Is it Bobby Darin?
It's Bobby Darin, but you get no points for
I
it.
know.
but
I
yeah.
know the
just
song,
wanna-
but I don't know if I can.
I just want to prove that I'm right. I think they made a movie about him and that shares the same title.
I also feel like it's used in trailers a lot too.
John
He's-
Lunsford is in the lead right now.
Somewhere beyond the sea.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know that tune.
All right, Ush, give me a number.
I'm going to go with 30.
Number 30.
What round are we on?
Go into the wheel.
3, I think. Yeah, I've
This
done
is round 3, and we are going to the wheel. This is the last question of round 3, and we are spinning the wheel.
Spin the wheel, make the deal.
Here we go. Ush,
Yes.
you have landed on audience help. And here's how this works. The first person to submit an answer to the question in which I ask, I will tell you what they said the answer should be. So you get some help
Okay.
from the audience.
But I don't have to choose it.
You don't have to choose it. I'm
Okay.
just going to provide it to you.
Okay.
So chat, here's your chance to compete.
Come on, people.
And
I'm
I
a
am
man of
going-
the people. Help me out.
Also, he can pass or Tyler, right?
No, this is going to be he has to take it.
I'm so sorry.
Gotta take it.
All right,
Take it like
If
a
you
man.
lose 3 points, I'm so sorry.
here we go. The question is, what is the word for the weather event also called a winter hurricane? What is the word for the weather event also called a winter hurricane? I'm going to the chat. The first
Who knows
answer that
anything
pops
about
up.
science
You know
and
anything
stuff?
about crooners?
Yeah, that's an easy one. This
First
is a
answer-
science question.
Russell says nor'easter. Russell says nor'easter.
Who said that?
Russell in the chat
I
said
think Russell.
nor'easter.
I think
sounds made up.
Russell's pretty smart. I'm gonna side with Russell.
The correct answer for the weather event, also called a winter hurricane, is a bomb cyclone.
That's
Not
not,
a
real.
nor'easter.
That's like a Marvel villain.
Nor'easter is the Saturday before Easter. It's like
Oh.
a made up anti-Easter. I don't know, just making things up.
Oh, gotcha.
So after 3 rounds, EG has 0 points.
Russell, it sounded legit to me.
Ush has 0 points. John has 4 points.
Oh, wow.
yeah.
And Russell has 0 points.
Yeah.
Russell
Thanks,
has
Russell.
-3.
Okay. Give me
Toss
a
a
number,
poker.
EG. Anybody can still win this.
157.
We're going back to the wheel.
Oh,
Going back to the wheel.
The wheel
Get a wheel
scares me when it's
spot.
not even my turn.
Got to be careful with these wheel spots. Here we go. EG, here's what's happening.
I'm so scared.
Ooh. We landed on our first opponent wager. Opponent wager. Now, this is the way
Can I
this works.
take all of Lunsford's points?
No, this is the way it works. I'm going to tell the category.
I knew I was going to lose a point somehow on your category.
I'm going to tell the categories. John, you give me a number. Ush, you give me a number.
Yeah.
And this is the amount of points you want to bet that the opponent will not get the question correct.
So then I could be put at -20.
So I could guess 1 million, or I can only use my points I have.
You can guess as many points as you want. You want to write a check
wow.
for more than you have, you go for it.
Okay.
But here's the way it works, EG. You can only win
So this is
3 points.
Oh.
They can lose, though, as many points as they wager. So I'm going to read the category, and then they are going to make their
I
bets.
feel like we both could just risk it all right now
We
and
could.
either be tied or
Do I want to win more?
So
or
how
just
much could I lose?
EG to lose more?
This is a question about the animal kingdom. You can lose 3 points,
Okay.
max.
the park or just general animal kingdom.
Generally, the animal kingdom. This is a question about the animal kingdom. Lunsford, how many points would you like to bet that EG gets this wrong?
Can we talk to each other?
No.
Ush and I.
I would
Why
rather
are you
you
so
not.
offended by that?
I would rather you not.
Strategy of the game.
But is it a rule that we can't talk to each other?
Yeah, I'd like to
I mean,
see
it
that
wasn't
in
in
the
the
rule book.
rules, but I mean,
No, because they're gonna make an alliance. Exactly.
I was going to propose us all for the same amount of
An
of
unholy
points.
alliance.
Us all for the same amount of points, but
I mean, if y'all want to collude,
Can I
and
pass
that-
this?
You cannot pass this. You have to take this question.
I was going to say a little more than that.
Oh, okay. But she might get because they can't.
It's
Okay,
a question
that's,
about the animal.
She doesn't know
kingdom.
anything about birds.
that's fine. That's fine.
okay.
Okay, how many points are
I
y'all
hope.
both betting?
What's the score right now?
You're at 4. Ush is at 0. EG's at 0.
Okay, 2.
You're betting 2 points.
Yeah.
Ush,
2 points.
you're betting 2 points. So you have a chance here to have a big swing. You can gain 3 points and make them both lose 2 points,
Okay,
which would put you in the lead. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Russell's like,
Here's
keep
the
it friendly.
question. What is the world's deadliest insect?
World's deadliest insect.
I should have done a million.
I wonder if a spider counts as an insect.
What is the world's deadliest insect? This is the insect that
Don't
kills
look at Tyler.
the most
No,
people.
Tyler's laughing at me.
Well, that's fine. We all are inside, but don't look at him. He can't help you.
World's deadliest insect.
The insect that racks up the biggest body count deaths per year in
Clock.
the world.
A version of the recluse spider.
The recluse spider is incorrect.
Can I guess?
Yeah,
Mosquito.
mosquito is correct.
Mosquito.
I
Seriously.
thought that might be the answer, but I wasn't
Mosquito's
sure.
the deadliest
Malaria.
animal in the world.
I probably would have done that and then gone to like a murder hornet or something instead.
So, EG, you're down to -3.
That would-
John, you're at 6 points. Ush, you're at 2 points.
Tim, would that put EG at last place? I'm just checking for my records.
That is correct, Ush.
Okay.
I feel like this was plotted. This has all been a plot against.
Hey, we could have done a million and just completely eliminated her.
Don't
but-
hate the
No,
player,
I
hate the
couldn't have-
game.
No. I thought that I could only lose or gain 3 points.
No, but we would have been a million ahead at that point.
Y'all
Yeah.
would-
It'd have been a million or a million at 6 to a million to -3.
You could only gain.
All right, spin the wheel. Let's do something
Yeah,
else.
yeah,
Come
yeah.
on.
John, pick a number.
270 or 370, whichever one I haven't gotten to yet. Have I done 270? I think
I don't
have.
know. Just pick a number.
370.
You're by far and away the most annoying person to play this game with.
Who's in first right now?
You drew
Oh
the
my
wheel.
gosh.
You drew the wheel.
Ush, would
this
you like to
stupid wheel.
form an alliance with me?
Y'all can do it. It's all
Would you like
strategy.
to form an alliance with me?
All right, this is an
Yeah.
up for grabs question.
Ooh.
Y'all form
So
an
we-
alliance to not answer it. Okay.
We
thank
can
you.
answer this.
Yeah.
Y'all can answer this as the first person to raise their hand. Tyler,
Okay.
give me some eyes here. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, and let's. What are our hands at here?
Right here.
Okay.
It's worth
you see
3
me,
points.
Tyler? Okay, buddy.
This is a question worth 3 points. Daniel Powder is a Canadian singer-songwriter that rose to fame as his song spent 5 weeks.
Wait, are
ahead, Ash.
you guys still have to finish this.
No, I don't.
No, he doesn't.
Well, I'm hoping it's the name of the song, which would be Bad Day.
That is a correct answer.
Woo!
Ush. That was incredible.
Thank you
That
very
was
much.
incredible.
Incredible.
Thank you.
Daniel Powder is a Canadian singer-songwriter that rose to fame as his song spent 5 weeks atop
You
the
had
Billboard
a bad
charts
day.
in
Take the
2005.
something.
We're going to get penalized here on YouTube by you
Oh,
singing
that's
songs
true.
so
Sorry,
perfectly.
sorry.
The song featured prominently in video montages of American Idol contestants who were eliminated from the show. What was Powder's 2-word smash hit?
Bad
Bad
day.
day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Taking one
Ush,
down.
yes,
Sing a sad
You
song
have
and turn it
control
around.
of the game.
Yes. Yeah, I know
What
that
number would you like to choose?
Number 5.
song. Everyone know that was Daniel Powder.
Number 5. Here we go. This is a question about literature. Literature.
Yikes. I've not read a book before. So, okay.
You gonna
You don't want
take
to pass?
it? You want to take it? Pass?
I'm going to
Consult Tyler.
I only get 1 point if I consult Tyler.
Correct. Or
I'm
you can
going
only,
for it. I'm
Okay,
going
going
for
for
it.
it.
Yeah.
Here's the question. Who wrote To Kill a Mockingbird?
Harper Lee.
Oh
That's
my
correct.
gosh! I get.
I
Florida
literally just made a To
National
Kill a Mockingbird
Bird.
thing with the
That's
Mockingbird
not my
question.
problem.
No, that's not your problem. It's his problem.
After 4 rounds, EG's at -3. John is at 6. Ush is at 8 now.
Yeah.
Holy cow!
2 more rounds. EG, give me a number.
500.
Name the quantum physics theory based
Seriously,
in.
thank you.
500's a wheel spin.
Sour grapes.
I'm going to lose points again on the
500's a wheel spin.
I guess I got points last time. But
Meltdown triple threat trivia. It's crazy. All right. This is a can be stolen, so you get first dibs at it,
okay.
but you get a choice, e.g. You can either take it yourself, pass it, or you can consult Tyler.
Is there an option on that wheel to take all of your other opponent's points?
No.
Like you can't switch them?
No, that would not be fair.
If she misses the question, do we miss points if we miss the answer?
Yes.
Or do we lose points if we miss the answer?
Sorry, say that one more time.
If she misses the question and we get a chance to steal, do we lose points if we miss the answer?
Correct, yes.
Okay.
Which is why neither one of them tried to steal the last time this was an
I
option.
just making sure.
Okay. This is a question about blues music. Now, you can either give it to an opponent, consult Tyler, or take it yourself.
I'm going to give it to Lunsford.
Okay.
Lunsford, for 2 points.
But they can steal it?
After you get a chance to guess, if you don't get it right, they get a chance to steal for 2 points. What singer was called the Empress of the Blues? What singer was called the Empress of the Blues? For 2 points and a tied game.
The first name popped in my head, I don't think is right. I don't know if she's considered blues or not.
Ten seconds.
I guess I'll say Aretha Franklin.
Aretha Franklin is not correct. Would either of you like to steal?
No.
No.
The correct answer is Bessie Smith.
Never in a
Love
million years
her.
would have gotten that.
Bessie Smith.
I believe Bessie Smith recorded Hound Dog before Elvis Presley. Is that right?
I think you may be right on that.
Sure.
I'd get Lunce to look it up, but he's not.
John,
allowed
you're
to
in
do that.
control.
I was told
of
I'm
the-
not allowed to.
You're
So.
in control of it.
Hands off.
470.
470. You landed on the wheel. Here we go.
Yes.
Landed on the wheel.
Once again, I lost points on the wheel last time, so let
Yeah.
me lose some more points. Come on. I was in the lead halfway through, and then...
You landed on the audience help tab.
Okay.
So, first person to answer in the chat, I will give their answer to you as a helpful hint.
Okay.
This is worth 3 points. Here's the question. Sorry. Yeah, I can go ahead and give the question.
Yep.
Here's the question. What is the longest above water mountain range? What is the longest above water mountain range? And I'm going to wait for the first
In the
answer
world.
that comes in. Correct. In the world. In the world. First answer that comes in the chat.
Well, nobody answers.
Samuel says Andes. Easy.
I mean, I'm going to assume it's not in America, so I'm going to go with it.
Final answer is the Andes.
Sure.
That is correct.
Look at you.
And that is worth 3 points.
So I'm +1, I guess, between the last two.
EG is at -3. John is at 7. Ush, you are at 8, and you have control of the board, sir.
I'm gonna go
you,
with
Samuel.
Larry Bird, 33.
Good job, Samuel. You really helped John out there.
Thank you.
Good job, Samuel.
Number 33.
Yep.
This is a question about music videos. Music videos.
I'll take it.
For 3 points. What actor and comedian appeared in the video for the Paul Simon song, You Can Call Me Al?
Chevy Chase.
That is correct. 11 points for Ush here going into the final
think I
I
round.
just saw a tear stream down
Anything can
EG's
happen.
face.
I think Ush is going to win.
Anything can happen. EG,
What
final
can wait,
round.
what can happen?
The wheel can happen.
Yeah. Chaos can
Hey, I
happen.
lost points on your question, so there you
Final
go.
round. Here we
Okay,
go.
final round. I'm gonna go 107. Just want to be even.
This is a question about television show characters.
All right, we'll take it. We'll play.
For 3 points. Jess Day, Nick Miller,
No,
Winston Bishop, and Schmidt
New Girl.
are all characters on what TV show New Girl is correct.
I'm even.
my wife's favorite show.
You're at 0
Take
points.
I once spent a week in China with Hannah Simone from that show. Fun fact.
Really? Just the
Really?
two of you?
We'll tell that story later.
Yeah, I want to hear
It's
that.
an interesting tease
Isn't
there.
it, though? Does Laurel know about this?
Yes.
John, give me a number.
I'm out of 70s, I think. So let's go.
Or do you need to Google it? Come on, pick a number.
Let's go 407.
407.
Touch my computer since that one question.
You landed on the wheel.
Good God
Yes.
Almighty.
I'm telling you, it's
You're welcome. Ush wins.
Landed on the wheel.
Congratulations.
Here we
Is
go.
there an
never
option
know.
for 11 points on
Here's your
there?
prize. Is my empty water bottle.
This is an up for grabs question,
Of course.
I love those.
which means the first person to raise their hand gets to answer this question for
means
3 points.
I lose. Congrats, Ush.
It's not. He still has to go. Anything can happen.
If I don't get this question, he
Anything
wins.
can happen.
He has to still take a
Can Tyler-
turn. The
I can
wheel
try
could
Tyler's
change it.
one.
You
The
get
wheel-
double questions. You win.
Make sure I'm in your line of vision. Oh, that's
What breed of cat has no fur? Oh, let's.
Oh, God. I don't know.
Now this could cost you the game right here. What breed of cat has no fur? Oh my gosh. 5.
Well, hold on. I got 30
4.
seconds, right? You
Going
counting,
slow.
You started counting 5 at like
Okay,
10
okay.
seconds or 5 seconds in.
15. 14. 12. 8. I feel like in an up for grabs, you either know it or you don't.
I have to have the point, so
I need an answer, John.
Pyrenees.
Correct answer is Sphinx.
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 duh.
I make it my business to not
I just
know
looked over
about
everybody in the
cats.
chat says hairless. Yeah, no kidding. Okay, congrats, Josh. You win.
John down
It's over.
to 4 points. Still crazy things can happen here.
It's the last question.
Crazy things can happen.
Can we do a bonus round for all the
No,
marbles?
we cannot.
Congrats, Ush. You win.
Ush, pick a number.
291.
It's over.
Disney
It ain't
movies.
over till it's over.
Disney movies.
I'll take it.
Okay, for 3 points. And a new record of amount of points scored. Who's the villain in Peter Pan?
Captain Hook.
That is correct. Congratulations, Ush wins with 14 points.
Which is a record, right?
New record here on Meltdown Triple Threat Trivia. EG, is there anything you'd like to say about losing your championship
He got
today?
some easy questions.
Yeah,
today.
I would like to refer back to Florida's. No, actually,
Oh,
no,
cool.
good game.
Sour
Ush.
grapes.
No,
Yeah.
good game.
Okay.
Good game.
Yeah.
I'm changing
Thank
my
you
tune.
very much.
If I'm not mistaken,
Great
Ush
game.
actually passed you the national birds question, which
did.
was a good use. Everyone has the same rules
Strategy.
that they
No,
can use.
I will. Fair enough. Good game.
I'd like to say I
I
only
en-
missed one question that was actually mine.
I enjoy your competitive nature, and I hope to meet again in this arena.
I am smart. I can do things.
Good job. Oh, congratulations. You get to wear this for the rest of the
Ooh,
show.
I like that.
This is a championship ribbon.
Yeah.
And then after the show, we're going to get you to sign our winner's book here.
Okay.
Okay? So congratulations, Ush.
Yeah. It's just fits good.
I'm
You
the
know-
best second place finisher in the world.
Yeah.
This is what I've learned about today, is that we should do Lunce's list before we do Meltdown Triple Threat Trivia because John's going to be salty the rest of the day, and I can feel it.
I'm salty going into every lunches list because everybody hates it.
I love it.
That's not true. Everyone loves Lunce's list. You know this. Hey, I want to give a little bit of information here about what inspired Lunce's list. The door that saved Kate Winslet's Rose in Titanic, a movie you were talking about before we started today,
Correct.
and doomed Leonardo DiCaprio's Jack recently sold at auction. You know how much it ended up going for? Anybody want to take a guess?
I know this one.
You would know that.
$1.2 million.
Close.
700,000. I think $718,000.
$718,750 during Heritage Auction's Treasures from Planet Hollywood event, and it was the piece of memorabilia that brought in the highest amount. There were a couple of other things that made some money, including Winslet's dress that she wore during the film's final act. It sold for $125,000, which sounds like a good discount after the door. And then you had other props like Harrison Ford's whip from Temple of Doom set a record as the highest valued prop from the franchise, $525,000. Some of the stones from the film, $100,000 sold, and the Holy Grail Cup of a Carpenter from The Last Crusade sold
Oh, that's good.
for $87,500. Bill Murray's Red Rose Bowling Ball from Kingpin sold for $350,000. Nicholson's axe from The Shining, $125,000. Which, by the way, can you imagine you buy that thing and then somebody's like, I need an axe to borrow, and they just take it and they're like, I'm going to go cut down some trees with this piece of film history? That would
I'll
make me
sharpen
angry.
it for you.
Let's get the camera here on Ush because I want to show this. Tobey Maguire's black symbiote suit from Spider-Man 3, which you can see hanging behind Ush, I think, maybe.
Nope.
You can't see it at all?
Nope.
It's there.
It's off
Great.
frame.
It's there.
That was a
Take
failure.
our word for it.
$125,000 for the suit. And then the sneaky shaving cream can that Wayne Knight used to smuggle dinosaur embryos in Jurassic Park in.
It's a good one.
That's very good.
$250,000 for that can of, I believe it's Barbasol.
I think that's
Yes.
right.
So, as mentioned, there have been so many different gadgets and gizmos on the big screen over the years, a lot of them going for tremendous value, so many different prop weapons and widgets, but which one of them make the cut of something that John Lunsford would personally like to own, and what movie props would you like to have in your personal collection on your short list? Let's get ready to discuss. I'm telling you, he's salty. He's trying to botch everything now. Let's get ready to discuss movie props on another brand new edition of Lunce's List.
What is this? What is this? Nonsense list, nonsense list, oh. What is this? What is this? Nonsense list, nonsense list, oh. Nonsense list to buy. Nonsense list to buy. Nonsense list to buy. Nonsense list to buy.
All right. Here was the task, John. What are the 5 movie props that you'd personally like to own? And I put up some parameters here, which I like to do. One of the spots has to be from an action movie or franchise. Mm-hmm. One has to be from a sci-fi movie. One has to be from a horror movie. One has to be from a comedy. And one has to be from a superhero film or franchise. And all of these props have to be able to fit in the studio, so that does not include any sort of vehicles. No vehicles allowed here. We already did a best movie vehicles list, which you butchered.
You get to leave out the DeLorean again, John.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
There you go.
So, John, how did you approach this edition of Lunce's List?
So action is a very broad, I believe, category.
I agree.
So you may disagree with the action movie that I have, but it is a cool prop I would
I
love
think
to
the
have.
Fast and the Furious is definitely
Not from Fast and Furious,
my
shockingly
gosh,
enough.
Shock.
Because I can't have a car. But yeah, I mean, I don't really know what to say other than you've also already said one of them. So,
Really?
So thanks for spoiling it. Yes.
I didn't mean to spoil it. I just reading off the headlines here.
Oh, at
Salty
that
Lunce
same
is the best
auction,
Lunce.
Forrest Gump's Nikes that he ran across the country and sold for $57,000.
Really? I didn't know that. Okay,
They're a little worn.
we're going to get John to.
These are movie, not TV, just movies, correct?
These are just movies. Just movie props. What would be on your short list? If you're in the chat, feel free to weigh in for what you'd love to have.
See, the first thing came to mind to me was TV, and I would want the phone, the courthouse phone in Mayberry Courthouse, Andy Griffith's show.
It's a good, solid choice.
Yes. EG, anything come to mind for you?
I would want the dress in How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. The yellow dress
There you go.
that Kate Hudson wears.
What would you do with it? Would you put it on display, or would you actually try to wear it?
I would probably wear it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or anything in Devil Wears Prada.
Okay. So
The
just
Chanel
nice,
shoes.
just fancy clothes is what you want.
Probably would make
Basically.
an outfit of the day.
Yeah, probably.
think.
Ush knows.
Yeah.
Okay.
I really like this number 5, by the way.
So Lunce's list includes what I never thought we'd see is some love and
To
appreciation
be fair, you made me pick a horror movie, but yes.
for the 70s classic, the John Carpenter classic, Halloween. You went with the original Halloween mask, which was also used, fun fact, in Halloween 2.
So I had the chance to buy at Horror Nights one time. They had a screen matched recreation of the original 1978 mask that I thought, oh, that looks really cool, because everything you see at like a Spirit Halloween or whatever is a total knockoff, butchered, because the original is that old, William Shatner mask that they painted. And so this was like, they held it up like a picture of him from 1978 and this, and it was like $400. I mean, it's not like the real one, obviously, but it's like, hey, this is like 100% done the exact way. We found like the way the William Shatner mask was done, and here you go. And I was like, that's kind of cool, but I don't want to buy it. And I've regretted not buying it ever since because I feel like it'd be an awesome prop here. It'd have been an awesome prop at the poker room, whatever. And I didn't do it. So I've regretted that ever since. So, hey, if I have unlimited funds, I don't know if that mask even still exists or if it's been sold at auction. If it does exist, I assume it has been sold at auction at some point. But I think of horror props because I feel like the knife he stabbed people with just looks like a knife. Mm-hmm. Like, getting a chainsaw from Texas Chainsaw Massacre is just a chainsaw. It's the only weapon I would probably say is like Freddy's glove, blades, whatever that he has on his hand. Right. But I feel like of mask, this is, Jason, but Jason I also feel like changed. I haven't seen all those movies, but I feel like he changed a lot over time and didn't have one in the very first movie, the little bit you see him, I guess, in the water or whatever. So I didn't want to do
a bag in part 3.
Yeah, so I didn't want to do that either. I feel like the look of the Michael Myers mask, even though ultimately I guess it's changed over the movies, is kind of an iconic look.
I wonder where the original mask is.
I don't know. I couldn't find it.
Probably doesn't exist anymore.
It's like literally like a $2 mask. It wouldn't surprise me if after the first couple movies they're like, let's upgrade this thing.
It ended up under somebody's bed, and then they pulled it out for Halloween 2, and it had become discolored in all different ways and mashed, and it wasn't taken care of and preserved the right way, but they still used it for the second one, and it looks really good, I think, in the second one. The mask doesn't look bad in Halloween 2, but then they can never replicate the mask again in Halloween 4, 5, 6, H2O.
Does the same guy play him
No.
in the original group of movies?
No.
Then I guess also part of it has to do with the head that fits in there too.
Yeah, Nick Castle was there in the original, and I believe it was Dick Warlock who did the Michael Myers, who played the shape for the second one.
We could literally say anything.
Yeah,
right
I'll
now.
take your word for it.
I think so.
Some
big
guy
Dick
named
Warlock
Tyler,
fan,
I don't
EG?
know. Yeah.
Okay.
What's your favorite Dick Warlock movie?
Halloween 2. That's the correct answer.
Because that's the only one. All right.
Let's go to number 4 on Lunce's list.
This is the one you've already said.
Ush, you won Meltdown Triple Threat Trivia. Why are you being so salty?
I won. I dominated.
You did. 14 points.
Yeah.
Made it look easy. I think
It's the best day of my life.
The key is like getting the passing correct, right?
Yeah.
You're already not wearing your championship ribbon anymore? You've already
That's
given
right
up
here.
on it?
That's right here.
Okay.
Getting a lot of glitter on me. It'd be hard to explain.
Yeah.
Later. Yeah. I'm loving number 4 also.
Number 4.
We were 2 for 2 here.
Oh.
What you've already said.
This is the one I've already said. Go ahead, John. I'm going to let you take the floor.
I like Kingpin. This is a cool bowling ball with the rose inside of it. I also feel like his hair from that would be an awesome prop as well. If you could just have the whole look, his outfit, his hair, and the ball. But yes, it recently sold at auction. Did you know?
For $350,000. Would you like to buy it?
No, because I don't have that kind of money. But if in Lunce's list, sure, I'd love to buy it. It also was at the original Planet Hollywood, donated by Woody Harrelson and Randy Quaid, and stayed there until now. They have sold it at auction. I don't know if the original Planet Hollywood closed or what, but they gave it to him. They donated it back in the 90s. I think it's a really cool prop. It's a really cool bowling ball. Also kind of like the bowling ball from Mystery Men too, that has like the skull, and is it who is it? Is it Janine Garofalo that has the bowling ball?
I don't remember.
Can't remember who has the bowling ball anyway. It's also kind of cool too. But
Mystery Men, very underrated, by the way.
I agree. But yeah, I take Big Earn's bowling ball, which has already been done. This is my comedy choice.
It's actually quite funny that it's already been spoiled and it's on the list, and that's your comedy choice.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Let's go to number 3 on Lunce's list. This is going swimmingly.
Top 10 comedy all time, Kingpin. EG, have you seen Kingpin?
I have not.
I need you to get on that.
Are there any crooners in Kingpin? I don't think there are.
I don't think so.
Samuel in the chat has an awesome answer. He says it's easy for him. He picks the One Ring from Lord of the Rings. He bought a replica and wears it as his wedding ring.
See, Tyler, this is. Did that spoil? Oh my gosh! This is why you can't read them off till the end, Tyler. Just might as well read them all off now. John, we're just making him upset. He's going to turn green and start wrecking shop.
Now, this is from Lord of the Rings, which takes the action spot. It doesn't fit any of the categories, but I assume action is close. I don't want the One Ring because it's that big. Mm-hmm. That's not much of a prop. So I want the blade that cut the ring off Sauron's finger at the beginning of Fellowship of the Ring, which is Narsil, but the broken version where it's cut. If you've ever seen, has
It
anybody?
looks sick.
Minus Tyler, has anybody here seen that?
I don't know what any of these words mean.
But it's eventually reforged into Anduril, I think is the name of it, when Aragorn has it. But it's a really cool sword. It's not super fancy, but it's like iconic from Lord of the Rings. But I like the broken version. Basically, Sauron like shatters the sword, he picks it up, and it's like a broken blade, and he cuts it off his finger, and that's what then opens up the ring off Sauron's finger. So that's why I would choose this over the ring itself.
And what I really like about this spot of Lunce's list is that you got into why you don't want the most obvious movie prop that was featured in the franchise. So that's good there.
And I've seen some really nice Narsil replicas too.
Oh, I've seen a lot of really good replicas. The best are usually very expensive. Therefore, once again, why I don't have it. But if I had unlimited funds, I'll go buy the real one, which I'm sure exists somewhere out there.
Okay, so you're ranking these based on your level of want. I forced you to include a horror movie, which is why Halloween's there at number 5. The bowling ball's already off the board because it's been sold at auction. So I don't even know if this is available, but maybe somebody out there will see this and they'll be like, I'm going to donate it to John.
If I paid $1 million for the bowling ball, whoever bought it for $350 would sell it in a heartbeat, I imagine. So if unlimited money, I'll go buy whatever I want to.
Let's go to number 2 on Lunce's list. E.g., if there was one prop from the movie Titanic that you could own, what would that prop be?
Probably Kate Winslet's dress, but that also got sold at this auction.
It did.
Yeah, for $125.
You'd rather have that than the Heart of the Ocean necklace?
Little gaudy for me.
Plus, it's in the bottom of the ocean.
It
now,
is.
So.
I'd want one of the instruments, and I'd gift it to Dunaway because he always brings up the scene of the band playing.
Oh yeah.
Really? What,
Yeah.
He always references
No, he
that?
references the old couple.
Yeah, that
I would want the old couple.
I don't think they're available for auction. My gosh. These were the bed sheets used in that
Yeah,
scene.
yeah, and I'd give them to Jim.
Stuff these in your closet somewhere. All right, number 2, Stormbreaker from Endgame.
Yes.
Avengers Endgame. Thor's weapon of choice.
So Mjolnir obviously is the hammer that he has. I like Stormbreaker better because when it comes to thinking of what Stormbreaker is, not only do you get a piece of Thor, you also get a piece of Groot with it as well because the handle of it is Groot's arm. So I think that makes Stormbreaker. Plus, I'd kind of like just the axe hammer combo kind of look of it a little better than just the hammer. And I don't know. And the hammer, as it was, disappeared. So because what's her name broke it.
His sister.
Hela broke it. So
Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah, and Thor Ragnarok. So the other thing is, I think the obvious answer from Marvel movies at least is the Infinity Gauntlet. I'm curious how much of it, the actual Infinity Gauntlet you ever see in the movie is actually fully real and how much of it is actually CGI. Now, there has to be something probably that when Josh Brolin's covered in his motion capture for Thanos, he's got to be having, I'm sure he has to have something on, but I highly doubt it's fully exactly how it is with stones, metal, gold, all that kind of stuff. This is a more real prop that they'll use. So I like Stormbreaker. I think it's the coolest weapon from it and probably the coolest thing, unless I can get an actual little plant Groot or something like that. But that's getting a person from the movie technically, I guess. But anyway.
Wouldn't you be disappointed, though, if you were gifted Stormbreaker by Marvel after they see this and they're like, John, you're such a big fan, here you go. And it weighs like 5 pounds. Wouldn't you be upset?
Yeah.
I'd be frustrated.
It's always funny watching people do Mjolnir challenges where it's like, hey, can you come pick it up? And it's super heavy or it's magnetically pulled to the ground or something like that. And a little kid can walk up and do it. I do like watching stuff like that. But it would be a little disappointing when it's like, I can throw it around. I'm not worthy at all. But sure, I can still do stuff with it. But anyway, Stormbreaker.
We're here winding down Lunce's list. John, if you do inherit all of these props and you're looking for a place to house them all, I have the person you need to contact. It's Realtor Jim Wilson with Location Real Estate. He can find the perfect house to display all of your movie props when looking for that new place to call home. Remember our friend with Location Real Estate, Jim Wilson. Jim, an active member of the U.S. military, and is simply put, a good guy who doesn't take shortcuts when it comes to home buying. He has your interest at the top of his list for sure. He's able to help you secure the American dream of finding your perfect home and cares deeply about making sure that you're happy and given all the information needed during the biggest purchase of your life. He's only happy when you're happy, and each of Jim Wilson's clients has his full energy when looking to accomplish their real estate goals. You can see the reviews yourself online. Visit jimwilson.locationre.com for more information, or you can contact Realtor Jim Wilson with Location Real Estate at 205-329-4758. We appreciate Jim Wilson, his service to our country, and his service to all of our lovely Meltdonians. All right, let's get to number 1.
By the way, Samuel says the best looking sword is Frostmourne from WoW. I would 100% take Garrosh's axe from World of Warcraft, which is actually what I use because I'm an orc and so it fits my character a lot better. But I do agree. There's a lot of, if I could use weapons from video games or TV or anything like that, there's a lot more I could choose from.
He also has a good pick with the Final Fantasy VII sword, Cloud's Buster sword.
Cloud's big sword, which Tim hates because that's the character I play in Smash against him.
Yeah, I play Link, he plays Cloud, and it gets vicious. I'm telling you.
Link
If you
has
ever want to see
Link
us,
has a little baby sword, and he constantly is poking me with it, and I have this big old sword that I got to really slowly come after him with. Sometimes a hit, more times than not, he hits because he has the littler sword that works better.
Yeah,
I know you're paying, Tim. I'm a Link main.
I figured out how to beat Cloud.
Link beats my Cloud.
But he ended up finding a couple of other pieces, like a Ryu, who gives Link a bit of a problem. And so we're working that out in Smash. We need to do a gaming stream sometime very soon.
Yes. All right.
Sure.
Number 1.
All right, number 1. This has got to be from a sci-fi movie, if I'm not mistaken. This has to be from a sci-fi movie. We have a couple of your suggestions coming in, and a lot of sci-fi choices on there for sure.
Tim, when Groot lost the arm, was that Way to Wellness?
That was not.
Checking.
But great callback there.
Okay.
Great callback.
Oh, he went with a living being.
Number 1.
The full ET animatronic.
You want that in your I'd be freaked
Yes.
out, man. I'm sorry.
He'll be awesome. Let's put him right here. So his little head's popping up the entire
He
time.
can ride in the basket of your bike.
That's right.
He drinks beer.
That's right.
Sometimes wears a bathrobe.
Sometimes dresses like a girl.
Is this the Colonel Robert E.T. version, or is this Rockstar showed us this series of videos of Colonel Robert E.T. and
It's little ET.
it's hysterical.
It's like little ET on a horse in Civil War with a big
I
gray
see
beard.
that.
Very serious documentary, and everyone's talking so seriously, and then it just cuts to a picture of E.T. on the horse, which doesn't even look like it could possibly be functional. But anyway, E.T.
The original animatronic sold in 2022 for $2.56 million.
Wow.
I wouldn't want that little thing in my house. I wouldn't.
I would.
I'd rather have Alf.
Have you seen E.T. before?
Yes.
Did you cry?
No.
Oh, I've cried
Oh,
as an adult.
E.T.
I
gets
think,
sick?
watching E.T.
E.T.'s best
When he
movie
gets
of all
sick,
time.
Okay, trivia question for
Lost
you,
it.
E.G. Not E.T., E.G. Here's the question. What popular candy was featured in the movie E.T. since you're such a fanatic?
Razzles?
Oh, my gosh.
No.
that's not a bad guess, actually. But,
Thank you, Ush. I mean, it's been a while.
That's fair.
I feel like the only I don't even know what a razzle is.
It's a fruit candy. Isn't it?
I feel like the only acceptable other answers other than Reese's Pieces would have been M&M's or Skittles because they look very similar.
They look.
but-
I like Reese's Pieces.
Pieces. You know there's people that call them Reese's Pieces?
Yes, I do.
Pieces. I
I was one of
catch
those for a
myself
long
doing
time.
it.
I'm
tough.
related to those people.
Yeah, I don't do it on
like
purpose.
It's
but
incorrect.
I do
I
it.
always thought Butterfinger BBs were the superior candy compared to Reese's
I don't like
Pieces.
Butterfinger.
But anyway.
You
Anyway,
got Bart Simpson as the spokesperson
You do.
instead of E ET.
True.
sci-fi was the most impossible category, by the way.
Because there's so many choices of things you would love. What almost made the sci-fi choice there?
So, an original lightsaber hilt from Star Wars, the original
yeah.
trilogy.
I've seen a lot of Han Solo's blasters. That's what that thing is up
so
there.
that is right there. I'd much rather have a lightsaber hilt, but when it comes to blasters, the LAPD 2019 blaster from Blade Runner that then they recreated for the new movie. It's a cool looking gun. It has like 2 triggers on it. It's basically takes like an old revolver and make it super futuristic. And then the 4 stones from the Fifth Element. The whole point of the Fifth Element is you're trying to go find 4 stones, and then Mila Jovovich is the fifth element. But they're really cool.
You love that movie.
I am obsessed with that movie. It's
And
one of my favorite
you always
movies of all
want to
time.
geek out over it with people, and everybody's like,
nobody's seen it.
Fifth Element.
Yeah, also superhero, another one I would love to have that was right behind Stormbreaker is Willem Dafoe's original Green Goblin glider. I think that would be really cool to
I
have.
think that one sold a few years ago.
It would surprise me.
That'd be a
It's,
I
know
it's,
the
it's, it's a
mask
little
did.
big and it's kind of a vehicle, I guess, but like it's something that could fit, in a decent
Hang
room.
it.
Overall, Tyler, what do you think of the list?
Pretty solid, honestly. Haven't seen Kingpin, so I can't really comment on Big Earn's bowling ball.
Oh, you'd like it, Tyler.
But
It's a good movie. It's definitely an old movie, but Randy Quaid, Woody Harrelson, Bill Murray. I also had from comedy, I had the red swing line stapler from Office Space. I had a
replica.
I had a replica of that. Problem is, I feel like if I just had the actual red swing line stapler, it'd just be a random stapler on my desk. Like you couldn't walk in and be like, "That's that prop." It'd just been like, "Oh, you have a red swing line stapler," because that's like a real thing.
You do a really good Milton impression.
I'm not gonna do it on.
You don't. I'm not asking you to. I'm not trying to goat you into doing it, but you do a really good job of it. And if you keep losing at Meltdown Triple Threat Trivia in these championship bouts, pretty soon you're going to burn this whole place to the ground.
burn this whole place to the ground.
There you go. That's a little taste of it. Little bit of a taste. All right, so there we have it. Lunce's list. We have some of yours coming in here. We have Brian who says Goose's dog tags from Top Gun,
That'd be a good one.
the Orin from Neverending Story, Pee-wee's bike, Jigsaw's puppet. Ooh, that would be creepy to house.
That's even
you
creepier
get the
than having ET in
tricycle
the house.
too.
Yeah.
And
Tricycles making laps in your living room. That's even worse.
and Gray's Sports Almanac.
Oh yeah.
Back to the Future. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
You knew that wasn't gonna make it.
I would put Harry's wand, I think, or like the Elder Wand from Harry
Elder
Potter.
one.
'Cause
I got a copy from Universal Studios. I have it. It's pretty good.
I feel like I could display that at my house and it wouldn't be very obvious, but it'd be like, that's the wand.
Let's get the camera back on EG real quick here, but
Yeah.
I want to get the camera on Ush first.
Yeah.
And that is to give you a chance to, once again, congratulate you on your win, your
Thank you, Tim.
dominant victory today.
Thank you.
Do you have any sort of winner's speech you'd like to give, having thought about the power and influence that you now wield?
I'm a fighting champion, and I'm not going to rest on my laurels. I'm not somebody that's going to come around, just here ever so often. I'm no Roman Reigns. I'm a fighting champion.
So you're
And
willing to
so
come back and fight
I will
again.
come back and defend my title wherever, whenever.
Okay. I'll keep you posted on future
I
bouts.
do like you as a much better champion than Roman Reigns. I will say that.
EG,
Yes.
I agree.
you have lost your...
Yes, you did lose.
You know, most people don't know this. The G stands for grace, and you lost
Yeah.
gracefully today.
Thank you.
I know that there's a fire in you right now that's burning.
There is.
I know you hate to lose.
I do.
You've been just as salty as Lunceford this entire time after having lost to Ush. Can you give me something to tell your fans here? Can you give us something to tell your fans and
Yeah.
those that support you what it is that you're going to do to bounce back?
I honestly probably got a little complacent. I'm going to be completely honest. I could have done more to prepare for this. And so I don't want this to be I don't want to give a speech again. That's what it is. Simple as that. I don't want to come before you guys and have to give a losing speech. So you have my guarantee that I will work day in and day out.
This is
Could have done more to prepare.
This is like Tebow. We're gonna hang a plaque up. and then
She
can
acts
come
like
and
I'm in the
win, yeah.
back reading Encyclopedia Britannica. Just walked in the room.
You have the whole collection. You did bring it with you. It's in the trunk. We
There's
saw
no
it.
Yeah.
preparation here.
Hey, nobody's lost more at trivia than me, and even I beat you this time. So like, you gotta build
No,
up next time.
I understand, and it was an excellent game, and I am very thankful for my opponents.
She's
I really
fire-
like winning.
She has so much fire,
I'm just trying to
rage.
add to it more.
Winning
much
feels
rage.
great. I should do this more often. Win. I like it.
Okay, we'll
It's
keep it
way
going.
better than losing.
Can't wait to see who the number one contender for your throne will be. We play every Wednesday, and we
I'm sure
appreciate
it'll be me, and I'll get destroyed again.
Blakely's Bouquets for sponsoring Meltdown Triple Threat Trivia. And John, there's one place where it's not Meltdown Triple Threat Trivia, but just overall that you can be a winner. Where's that place?
Yeah, if you only had odds on Meltdown Triple Threat Trivia, you could bet on me because that'd be such a low, odd there. You could get a lot of money if I ever actually do win. Go to mybookie.ag. You can bet on all kind of things. A lot of super boosts in there that I love to go play every day. All you got to do is hit one, and you're all sitting in the money. Went through and played some of those today. Hey, huge Preds win last night. Ended up making a little money on that. I was sweating it, but hey, because of MyBookie, I had a little more action on the game, and it was more fun because of that. So use code next round when you make that first deposit. March Madness starts back tomorrow. You can go bet on all the games there as well. Just use code next round on the first deposit. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with our friends at mybookie.ag.
We have Jeff saying wants the ruby slippers from Wizard of
Ooh,
Oz.
That's a good one.
Oh,
I
good
like
one.
that.
And we have Nick wondering when we're going to see a match between Ush and Spud, when we're going to be able to see
Ooh,
that.
That would be good.
And that may be coming sooner rather than later. You'll have to stay tuned right here to the Meltdown. We are so close to our subscriber goal. We're just about 20 subscribers away from getting to that 1,000 subscriber mark here. We're trying to do that before the month of March ends. If you can help with that, we would really appreciate it. Make sure you visit our friends at Culver's. They sponsor our studio. We're thrilled to be partnered up with them and all of their lovely butter burgers. Go make sure you get a deluxe and tell them the Meltdown sent you. For everybody here and all of the sore losers, I would like to say thank you for spending your time with us right here on the Meltdown.